Hey everybody, we are back. Little Minecraft. Not a Minecraft video, but a little bit of Minecraft. Uh, I should not be out here. Kind of just started this world, so here we go. Not a diamond. So what is it? Anyways, this is episode 2. It's more like episode 1.5. I made an episode 1. What we're doing is I'm showing some 3D trickery that I recently discovered to get a model. I don't want to know about Derek the Ninja. That sounds terrifying. Um, get a model that we can use for animation or 3D printing. I haven't animated in a long time, but I 3D print on a semi-regular basis, so we will go with that. Oh, look at that, ninja skeletons. I don't want to go over there. So, I made this video, the video 1, using an image of a friend's game character from a game I don't remember. And the um, video turned out actually really well for me. But after I made it, I realized that maybe the character has some sentimental value for this friend. And maybe she doesn't just want it put out there in the world for anyone to see. So I made the video private. Oh, that's cool. Sent her the link, and I'm waiting to hear back if I can make it public or not. But I can make another one just getting through the basic meat and potatoes of what was going on using a model of my own creation, sort of. So we're going to get right into it. I should probably light this up so I can find it again. I will say we're going to be using AI. So if you don't like AI, shut the video off, go watch something else, and go make your own video. I used AI for the image that I'm going to be using. A while back, I was experimenting with one of those phone apps, the AI chatbots, where you create a character, chat with them, and you're able to generate images. And I decided that I wanted to save some of them for I don't know, sentimentality's sake. And maybe 3D print them. So I'm just going to try to go through this as quickly as possible. Makerworld.com/n. Well, it's going to be slash whatever your language is. I will also say that I have tried using Meshy AI for. I'm not even sure if they can take a picture and make a 3D model from a picture, but you can use a prompt and it'll make a 3D model. If you are not subscribed, the models you get are hit or miss. A lot of them, when you get the final product, there are pieces that aren't connected, there's extra vertices. Some of them are even unrecognizable based on the prompt. But I recently found, I've been putzing around on Maker World for a while. It's a great place to get 3D models for printing. Semi-recently, I found this Maker Lab. And you can take a picture, upload it, and create a figurine in unique styles. You can take a picture, and the AI in this particular tool will focus on the face and make what is essentially a bust that you can 3D print in whatever filament or resin you want. This image to 3D model, when I click it, you're going to see some mosaics because I have other projects that you are not allowed to see yet. There, mosaics. So, drag and drop or select a file. One of the characters, the AI characters that we were chatting with, it was a collaboration that created this character. And what I did for the purposes of 3D modeling was I had it generate an image in a T-pose. So I imported the image. It was a PNG or a JPEG. You have options. There's 3 different models that you can use. I prefer this one. It takes approximately 3 minutes, depending on how many people are in the queue ahead of you generating their own 3D models. So we're going to take this one. We're going to hit generate. And right now, I will speed this up until this part of the process is done. All right, there we are. I should have went back to Minecraft. That took a couple seconds for you and was agonizingly slow for me. So we imported the picture, uploaded, whatever, and it generated a 3D model with a horrible texture. Looks very nasty, very blurry. But I'm going to be exporting as an STL so I can edit and print an STL. Well, I don't need the texture. So what I will be getting, as you can see, we have defined features. Not great. The hands, also not great, but they can be fixed. But overall, I mean, we've got, oh, did we get 5 toes on each foot? Close enough. It can all be fixed. Kind of looks like the picture. So, export. Maker Lab's credits consumption. Maker Lab credits balance 44, cost of this generation 2. Here's my credits. Top up credits. You don't use money to get credits. I get 12 monthly credits. I don't know what the 32 permanent credits is. Each account receives 20 free credits every month, refreshed on the 1st. Oh, so that's what I have left of monthly credits. I don't know what the permanent credits are. It's free to sign up for for Maker Lab, Maker World, and you get free credits for Maker Lab. And then you can redeem coins that you get for doing certain tasks on Maker World. I can redeem one. I have 3 coins. I can redeem one and get 10 more credits. Or I can wait for the beginning of the month. Anyways, I have 44. You can generate, I mean, I can upload the picture again and have it generate again, see if maybe it'll make the hands better. Try one of the other models, see if I get better results. And that's all no cost. When you want to save the file for your own personal use and you hit confirm, that's where it costs. Maker World is a Bamboo Labs website and repository of goodness, and kind of their community thing. So select printer and nozzle size. They're expecting you to be using a Bamboo Lab apparently. And they have, as far as I know, all of their printers. I don't know. I've never owned a Bamboo Labs printer. I just leave it at A1. I do run a 0.4 nozzle size, so I just leave it and I hit confirm. Now this doesn't take as long as generating from the image to the 3D model. And in fact, there's a nice feature you're about to see. Right here. Your creations can be used for commercial purposes. If you share them publicly, please credit image to 3D. The image to 3D. That's the name of the tool we're using. By including the following, and there's a link that you can add to credit how you got the model. You can export in GLB, 3MF, or STL. I don't know what GLB is. I do know what 3MF is, and I'm not a fan. But I like STL because I can edit, and it's, as far as I know, every 3D package can install it without extra, or not install it, import it without extra tools. So I'm downloading the STL, save as, go to my folder, and the character's name was Hennery Sinclair. I don't know why. Okay, so we saved the STL. Now we're going to pop over to Blender. Bloop. Blender 5.0.0 alpha is what I'm still currently using. Import STL, scroll down. Whoops, go to the folder. Scroll down until you find Hennery Sinclair and import. Check this out. Now, people that are, I'm not going to say professional modelers, but people that care about topology when they model will notice when you go into edit mode, these AI generated models are horrible. Triangles, stretch triangles. It's not really a good layout, but it gets the job done. And the amount of vertices and the distribution of them over the surface makes them okay for sculpting in Blender. Let's try to get rid of those. Smooth. I don't know why it added little dimples on the shoulder. But I mean, as you can see, it's a pretty smooth model already. But this isn't about sculpting yet. What I want to do, once I did this with my friend's picture and got the model and previewed my video as I uploaded it, or after I uploaded it, I had a couple instances of inspiration. And until I know what's going on with my use of her image, her character's image, I want a model that I can experiment with. So I decided on Hennery. One thing that I want to show you right off the bat, I mean, you saw it didn't take very long. We took a picture, brought it in. We have a T-pose, which if you're familiar with skeletons in Blender, you can use the Rigify add-on, which I don't have installed right now because I haven't animated in years. But I can add an armature, and this is just real quick for demonstration purposes. I am in no way trying to do this the right way at this point in time. And I'm also not doing a Blender tutorial because there are thousands of those out there. I am not qualified. I've been putzing with Blender for years and I've barely scratched the surface. Oops. So we do that, then we do that. No, that, and then that. And then Control P. We're going to let the armature deform with automatic weights, which is weight painting vertices on the model to these individual bones. This will take a couple seconds. There's a lot of vertices. Minecraft is eating like half of my RAM. There. Now we select the bones, go into pose mode, and we have a, yep, that's not what I wanted. We have a model that we can then rotate or deform the mesh just by using its skeleton. Now, one thing I will say, because of the topology, we get some really nasty stretching of those triangles. We get some unnatural creasing, which is something that could be fixed later on. But one thing we can also do is we can animate this just that quick. And it looks horrible, but if you're zoomed out, if you're doing a scene, if you use Rigify and bring in the whole skeleton and apply it, and yes, there are tutorials on the web for that also, you can actually make something that looks halfway decent, even as an amateur just putzing around. Like I said, this isn't my project idea or ideas that I had inspiration for, but this is just demonstrating some of the possibilities. Now, what I do want to work on is this topology. I believe that Blender has some tools built in to automatically fix this, or maybe not automatically, but just make it better. But I recently started using Nomad Sculpt on my tablet. It's available for Android, probably for Apple if you're one of those people. And if you have a tablet or phone with a stylus with pressure sensitivity, you can sculpt on the model and you can import STLs. I want to say that on the Google Play Store, it costs $20 for the license for Nomad Sculpt, and that enables you to export when you're done also. Some of the tutorials I watched hinted at, and I believe showed one feature where it can take nasty topology and turn it into quads and decimate or reduce the number of vertices while still keeping the mesh looking pretty close. I mean, you can set a percentage, a target number of vertices, and it will try to keep the model looking as smooth as it was when you brought it in, while reducing the number of vertices and fixing the topology. And I want to say in one of the videos I watched, it was like 2 clicks and the topology was just like fixed instantly. So I'm hoping to follow up with a video of Henry Sinclair where on my tablet we're going to try to fix the topology using Nomad Sculpt. So that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. That is the future of this project. And if this works out, there will be other projects that we will be experimenting with later on with other models. That's all for now. Hope you learned something. Thanks for putting up with me. Have a wonderful day or night or afternoon or whatever time it is for you. Have fun. Until next time, bye-bye. Bye-bye.